Now, Bangalore is India's Silicon Valley, a world-famous tech powerhouse. But over the past few days, the city's been plagued by deadly riots. People in Bangalore, in Karnataka state, are furious that some of their water is being diverted to a neighbouring state. And as Sourav Roy reports, the riots are costing lives and a lot of money.
Bangalore is burning. People in India's IT capital have been protesting since the Supreme Court of India ordered its parent state, Karnataka, to release water from the river Kaveri to its neighbouring state, Tamil Nadu. And they say politicians have let them down.
In Karnataka, we don't have drinking water in many districts. The Supreme Court has ordered us to give water to Tamil Nadu. But when we don't have drinking water for ourselves, how will we give water to them? What are the politicians doing now?
Kaveri River has long been a cause of dispute between Karnataka, from where it originates, and Tamil Nadu, the basin state. And Tamil Nadu gets precious additional reserves of water from it. This is the 6th consecutive year of low rainfall in Karnataka, and most of its dams are at half their normal storage levels or below. And many people there don't want to share that water with Tamil Nadu. The riots have badly affected the mainstay of Bangalore's economy, the IT industry. Bangalore is the base of some of India's biggest startups and e-commerce firms. It has lost over $4 billion through days of unrest. And the reputation of brand Bangalore has also taken a knock from the damage done to the tech hub. And for a city that makes up over 32% of India's IT revenues, that is worrying.
And Sourav joins us in the studio now. Sourav, I'm quite interested to know if the people in your report there are saying they don't have enough to drink, then how is it that a court has ordered them to divert the water to the neighbouring state of Tamil Nadu?
Matt, the Supreme Court of India has intervened in this issue not once, not now, but many a times over the last couple of decades. It is a problem that has existed not just for decades, but since the days of the Raj. Both the states have been fighting each other for a larger share of the river that passes through both the states. The river originates in Karnataka, but it flows through Tamil Nadu and then finally joins the Bay of Bengal. Right. Now, while Karnataka says that because the river originates in its state, it has the right for the maximum amount of water that it can tap into. But Tamil Nadu says that the river crosses through the entire state, and the area that it passes by and that needs water to irrigate the area is more than that of in Karnataka.
But the problem persists, does it not? As we saw in your report, that people in Bangalore are saying they don't have enough water. So what is the government doing about it? What should they do about it?
Well, the government has formed various tribunals. The government has also promised, both the governments in both the states have made populist promises, while the Karnataka government says that it will not release water to Tamil Nadu, which it did in 2002. It did not release water to Tamil Nadu, despite a court order. The Tamil Nadu government says, well, if they do not release water, then we will stop the electricity. And
you were telling me earlier that there's a sort of a wasteful culture because of the government's policies. Tell me more.
Yes, because what happens in India is that because governments want to come back into power again, and these are people, farmers are the vote banks, so they promise free water, free electricity. Now, once you give free water and free electricity, then water pumps keep running for hours and for days at a stretch, and water table gets depleted completely. And so they run out of water.
But changing that policy will be very unpopular indeed. Okay.
Absolutely.
You mentioned that they lost billions in Bangalore over the past few days. Just very quickly, how is that money being lost?
Because Bangalore is the back office for many foreign companies. It is also the epicenter for many tech companies in India. Now, when I say foreign companies, I mean business processes which are outsourced, call centers, KPOs, as well as a lot of the offshore offices of big tech giants. Due to the easy availability of manpower and trained and skilled manpower over there. So a lot of these people, a lot of these companies are unable to perform because of the riots, and therefore, there's a huge economic loss.
Okay, Sourav Roy, thank you very much for your analysis. Appreciate it.